Hey everyone, so today I'm doing a follow-up video about websites and why you should have one. If you don't have one, it would be considered pretty old-fashioned based on what I'm about to cover with you today. All right, so let's get into it. So, a website. Now let's go a little bit over a certain topic called reality, right? Now, reality is kind of important when we're considering communications and interactions with people and things, right? Reality can, to a big degree and a large degree, can create a sense of trust and peace of mind, etc., right? Now, if you think about a shop, right? You walk into your local supermarket, you recognize that brand. You've been into a supermarket like that or similar multiple times. You can go to a different town, go into the same supermarket, but it's a different shop, different physical location, but a supermarket store of the same chain. And you can walk in and you can expect a lot of the same things, right? You sort of have an idea where all the shelves are and where the different items are and how the checkout process works. And it's very familiar to you because you've built up reality around this, right? Now, nowadays, if you're a business, you don't necessarily have a physical location, right? Not all businesses have or need a physical location. So if you don't have a physical location, how can you become more real to people, right? And that is the problem that a website solves. Now let's rewind a little bit back in time. Not too long ago, before the internet, businesses relied on banners, advertising, posters, radio, TV, those sort of media. And quite a lot of work and effort went into producing that kind of media. Even a magazine, right? If the magazine gets printed and there's a typo, then you've got a problem, right? You can't recall all those magazines very easily. You have to kind of live with that mistake and that advertisement, and you have to let it roll. Whereas with the internet and a website, it's very flexible. Things can be changed quite easily, and you can put a website together quite quickly. And thus, when the internet was created, a huge opportunity was now available for small businesses or small to medium businesses, especially businesses that don't rely on a physical location for getting customers and getting in touch with people. And here are some examples of businesses that don't traditionally have a location that is bringing them customers, right? When I'm talking about a location, they might have offices, they might have a place to meet with customers, but they don't use their location necessarily to bring them new business and new customers, right? Businesses such as mobile car detailing, pet grooming, if it's a mobile pet grooming service, handyman, landscaping, wedding planning, interior design, programmers, software development companies, architects, CAD designers, lawyers. These are all businesses that don't rely on their location to bring them customers. Yes, there can be exceptions. They created a great location in a busy area, they put up a big sign and people drive by and then they see, oh, there's a lawyer there or there's an architect in these offices here. And yes, they can obviously still do that. When the internet was created, you could now suddenly create a shop or storefront that was immediately available to the entire planet, right? Now, that doesn't mean that the entire planet would find it, but you could make something that had the potential to be shown and visible to the entire planet, right? And that is really what made websites such a valuable new development when the internet really became mainstream. So having your website is a way of making your business, which, if you're in a position where you're not able to leverage your physical location or you don't have a store or a shop or offices that are huge and on a busy street with big signs and stuff, if you're not in that position, then a website is really the next best thing because it can make your business real to people. there's a reason why a person might not just buy from someone they don't know. And the reason is that person isn't real enough to them. Have a conversation with someone, talk to them, have a coffee, etc. Now that person is way more real to you, and the trust starts to increase, and you suddenly feel you can now do business with this person. Now, a website is meant to do the same thing. It's supposed to create reality of your business and your services and what you offer. Enough so that the person feels comfortable to reach out to you, and you then can help them and service them. So your website is a very important tool. The game becomes really to create a website that does communicate the reality of your business really effectively, so that any person visiting it feels like, okay, this is a reputable business. These guys look like they solve my problem, and I think I can take the chance of reaching out to them and give them a go and get a quote from them, or see if they can service me. So that's the first thing. And then you obviously need to work at getting your website in front of enough people that can make that decision. So those are the two main factors surrounding your website that are important. I find that a lot of people, they focus on creating the website, making it beautiful, really working on creating a great experience and emphasizing the reality factor, increasing that for potential customers. But then they do nothing to show the website to people. They don't do anything to promote it or to get in front of as many people as they can. And then also I've seen the reverse, person with a pretty ugly website, or a website that just doesn't effectively communicate what they do, and then they go and spend a bunch of money on advertising and trying to get that website to produce leads for them, and which won't work either because the reality factor is just too low. So you have to work on both. You have to have a website that is super real to people. You have to think in terms of like, right, if I had a shop, what kind of impression would people get from walking into my shop? Now, I don't have a shop. How can I bring that concept and that idea to my website? And that's how you should approach it. So you should try and create your website with the intention of really making your business real and what you do really real and simple and easy to understand. And then once you've got that nailed down, you start working on the marketing, which is now you get your website in front of lots of people, right? And yes, I'm sure I'm going to hear people say, oh, but I can do the same thing with Facebook, and I can do the same thing with an Instagram profile. Yes, to a degree, you can. You can create some reality. You can build up relationships through those platforms with people, etc. A website, and why I still love websites today, is that a website gives you just a lot more freedom and control in really making the experience unique and the way that you want it, right? If you have a Facebook profile or an Instagram profile, there's only certain things you can change. There's only so much you can do to make your profile stand out and make it different from all the others. So that's why I feel the websites are still valuable. Even today, even with all these other powerful platforms, they're still valuable because you can create your own unique experience for people and drive people to that. Okay, so that's the end of my video. I basically just wanted to cover these points. Remember, you want to work on reality, you want to make your business as real as possible to people, and a website is a fantastic way to do that. And then obviously don't forget to then get that website in front of people so that you can create that reality factor with them, build enough trust so that they actually then reach out to you. Okay, if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao.